Well, good damn afternoon, Americans. Jericho Green here with you once again. Now, all too often, and I'm sure even more so for the people that live outside of California, but believe me, those of us sane Californians who don't agree with this bullshit, our hate for the way California is viewed and the way we handle business is our hate burns a million times hotter than yours. But I'm sure when you're on the outside looking in, California is just nuttier than squirrel shit. Every time you hear something about California, it's weird, it's perverted, you can't understand it. Well, this California town, they got my support. This is the kind of California town that I could really get behind. So, Mayor Paris of Lancaster, California, I believe that's in SoCal, dude. He has the unfortunate affliction of being born a cisgender white male, so he's already starting at a deficit in the eyes of the progressives. But he had some inflammatory statements. I say inflammatory. Damn it, that's what I mean. But if you sift through it, there are some nuggets of truth. So he said in a February city council meeting, the footage is just surfacing, but he said, I want to give the homeless people all the fentanyl they want. He said, I just want to give them all the fentanyl they can stand. He said, I want to purge. He said, I wish the president would allow us to do a purge on the homeless people in this town. Oh, shit. Coming from the mouth of a politician is crazy. But again, there's some nuggets of truth and context matters. So he went on to say, of course, this isn't the part that went viral, just him saying, let's give the homeless people fentanyl and get rid of them. And it was in response, I'll put a link to all this in the description box, but it was in a response to one of the people that live in the city, one of his constituents asking, what the fuck are you going to do about these homeless people? Maybe we should put them in some kind of encampment. We should corral them together, round them up and put them in some kind of encampment. And then that's when he went on to say, shit, we should give them all the fentanyl they want, meaning give them fentanyl until they die. Now you're an elected official, you shouldn't be saying those things, but he said that they are released from prison. They are 40 to 50% of the homeless population, these criminals who are released from prison, these violent offenders. He said they're responsible for most of the rapes and half of the murders in that town. So if you have a particular group of people who are responsible for this type of mayhem and violence, you would want something done about them. And if you're truthful about it, if you're honest with yourself, you know that people that commit these acts are broken, they are defective, and they cannot be repaired. They can't be fixed. They have to go. It wasn't too long ago that if a horse twisted its ankle, sorry, buddy, we don't have the medical technology, so we're going to blow your brains out. But we have people running around murdering and raping other citizens. And what do you want to do? You want to counsel them? You want to lock them away so they can perpetrate those crimes on the other inmates? No. Get rid of them. If he was the mayor of my town, I would stand up and cheer. I would be at the city council meeting with a homemade poster board that says, go Mayor Paris, go. This is the harsh reality of it. It's the only way that you can handle people like that. To sexually assault somebody, to take someone's life unjustifiably, you have to go. Punishment is a great deterrent. Other psychos will look at that and second guess their decision to do something fucked up to somebody else. Is it radical? Is it harsh? Is it uncouth? You shouldn't say that. You're an elected official. Yeah, blah, 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 all that shit. But let's talk to the people who are victims of them. Let's talk to the family members and the parents of those victims left behind. Do you know what kind of crazy psycho piece of shit you gotta be to sexually assault somebody or murder somebody? And he said they're the overwhelming majority of the robberies in that town. So you have these perpetrators whittled down to one group and you don't want to do something serious about it? Now, will there be a purge? Of course not. Will they be financed to hand out fentanyl and cause these pieces of shit to overdose? Of course not. But we definitely need to start floating ideas of more severe punishment. We need to start talking about it. Something needs to be done about these people. And most people that I've spoken to in real life, comment sections, interviews, and things of that nature, a lot of people, I would say most people, think, and a matter of fact, I just heard somebody say something about this, something related to this today on a podcast. There was a clip they played, and the lady goes, well, we're all just 2 or 3 situations away from being homeless too. I don't believe that bullshit. I never have. I've never believed that nonsense. If you have any kind of family members, you have friends, you're not on drugs, you'll be okay. That's the common misconception, that they're taking these old, antiquated images of homeless people, and they think, oh, it's just a guy with a beard and no front teeth with a bindle and a jacket with some patches in the elbow sewed in, and he has a little bow tie, and he whittles little figurines and sell them so he can get another pint of wine. We're not talking winos. We're not talking the old drunk guy from your neighborhood that would give you sage wisdom if you'd go inside the store he's been kicked out of and get him a bottle. It's not what we're talking about here. We're not talking about the bums of old. These are the brand new updated 2.0 versions of homeless people, and they're on fucking drugs, and they're crazy, and they're violent. You know, they say this isn't your dad's Republican Party, or this isn't your dad's Democratic Party. Well, this isn't your dad's homeless. These are new homeless. They're on drugs and they're fucked up and they don't care about life. They don't care about theirs, so you better believe that they don't care about yours. Oh, no, I'm sorry, Mr. Murderer, psycho, homeless guy. We're going to put you in a facility. No, they need to be put somewhere else, somewhere a little more permanent, somewhere that if there were daisies, they could help push them up. I'm all for this mayor. Mayor Paris, you got my vote. Can you vote from another town for another town's mayor? Shit, you seem to be able to do every damn thing else you want to do in California when it comes to voting. Dead people, illegals, anybody can vote. So why can't I cast a vote for a town I don't live in? And if you live in Lancaster, you better give this man your vote. You better go pick up your grandma and her oxygen tank and get down to the damn voting polls and vote for this man. Sounds like he's taking this homeless shit seriously. You gotta fight fire with fire. And these assholes have had run of the place for long enough, smashing and grabbing and assaulting people verbally and physically. But we can't do anything to them because of Prop 47 and Prop 57. Prop fuck that. Prop purge. Go, Mayor Paris, go. What do you think? Meet me in the comments. Talk to me, Goose. What do you think of this mayor's outlandish statements? You think there's a little seriousness to it? Do you think it could ever happen? I mean, Trump's a dictator. You never know. But you know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. I'm out.